Collective. We're back. It's 2:30 a.m. and of course we couldn't sleep. We woke up from a bunch of weird dreams. Came into our main living space and decided maybe it's time to make a video. Another video, okay? So get in. I'm gonna take you for a little ride. That's what we always say before we run the car. We run the car, get in, Collective. Who's in? So we had the beginnings of a read out on the table here, and we decided we would just come on in here and build on that. So this read is a collective general energy read. Energy check. Okay, we started out with these cards on the table. The Four of Cups. Uh-oh, the lighting isn't good here. Okay, Four of Cups. Two of Swords. And Ace of Wands. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get another light source. Ooh, that's cool. Look at that. Cool. And Ace of Wands. Hang on, I'm gonna turn on another light in here. Hopefully that helps. So right away, we know we have a choice. There's a choice. It's right in the middle. What are you gonna pick, this or that? Okay, you're gonna pick, are you gonna settle for what somebody else is offering you? Okay, you're gonna drink the Kool-Aid? Or are you gonna take hold of your own generative energy and create what you want for yourself? You're gonna wave your own magic wand. You're gonna wave your own magic wand. I started making my own magic wands a long time ago. So I'm gonna wave my magic wand over the read here, and maybe that'll help with a good, solid explanation here. So you have the choice of taking this Kool-Aid that you don't particularly like or want. Ugh, I don't want another cup of that shit. Okay, or because that just gets you all tied up in a, you know, in a prison inside your own mind, right? Windmills of your mind, I just got, you know, that's old song. Do 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 do. Or are you gonna celebrate? Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. I know there's all kinds of occult explanations for these cards, and sure enough, we've got the Magician out here. But that's on the side of the being manipulated choices, allowing yourself to be manipulated over here with the Four of Kool-Aid and, you know, the big cup of, okay, I'll do what you tell me to do. Because someone's controlling you. Doesn't it feel like someone's controlling you? Oh, boy, do I notice it more and more and more. And I've I've seen things online, information that seems to be saying that as AI becomes more and more of a factor in our lives, this tech that's come online, that we will notice that we're being personally directed by it. It has gotten to know you. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Yeah, it knows what you like. It knows what you don't like. It knows if you've been bad or good, so be good, for goodness sake. Yeah, oh, do. I'm just so musical tonight. Oh my God. Sorry. I know some people hate that about me. Well, then just go to some other channel, as they say. I'm not going to be rude about it. These people are like, click on my channel, motherfucker. You know, I'm not going to get like that. That's mean. Just kindly go to someone else's channel if you don't like listening to my, music, my singing. It isn't that horrible. At least I'm not subjecting you to monotone, grunting, chanting, meaningless, hypnotic chanting, otherwise known as, well, better not say. So are you going to settle for being controlled by this magician gang, or are you going to fill your own cup, be your own trinity, as it were? Be your own coven. And have you try to fulfill all your own wishes. Look at all that wish fulfillment out there. 9 is a number of coming into your own, I think, and being almost ready to flip into the next cycle of definitely coming into your own. You've learned how to do all those things. Look at all those cups full of stuff you learned how to do. He's all proud of himself. Oh, if you go that way, you get this. You've created a foundation for yourself where you can rejoice. See those people in the middle rejoicing? You can rejoice in your new foundation that you've created for yourself. This is the home that we talk about. Home is under your hat. I said that in my last video. Meaning it's not a thing that's physical. So if you really want to come home, you're not actually going anywhere, okay? There's not a need to get in. Because there is no destination. I would not a physical one anyway. Oh look, my car, I haven't had it out for so long it got all dusty. It's all dusty. So let's take it from here and see what clarification we can get if we just throw down a few more cards on top of these, okay? I don't think we'll use that deck. What deck shall we use for that? I've been using all these decks that are on the table right now for quite a while, for weeks now. I probably need to break it up and break out a deck I haven't had my hands on for a while. So let's see. I'll pause at this. Since we have this 1930s car, I broke out the Mystical Medleys deck, which is sort of a 1930s cartoon vibe. I love this. I love this deck. I wanted it because I like humor. I think humor is something that's definitely in my North Node. So let's give these a shuffle. Let's give them a shuffle, And let's see, what do you have? What does the universe have for the collective tonight? What more can you tell us about choices, about this choice you have to either keep doing what somebody else tells you to do, okay? Keep drinking the Kool-Aid, or are you going to make your own magic? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Because we're there. We're at that time when it's time to choose. And I think a lot of the people that are gonna choose to drink somebody else's Kool-Aid are people that are just gonna be deemed irredeemable. You are not viable because you're not trying hard enough. Now, I just wrote a blog post about not wanting to try and being a procrastinator and stuff. And that's how I've been all my life. I've been an overthinker who refuses to, oh look, we have the Ace of Wands just came out again, confirming this. So someone's making a choice to not choose to keep drinking someone else's Kool-Aid. Okay. Okay, can you clarify this Four of Cups card for us, please? All right, it's just Spirit's coming through. It's talking to us. They're talking to us. Okay, we are receiving. We don't know where the heck it's coming from, but we're receiving right now. Okay. Somehow this is some sort of viability, though, to be able to receive like that. All right, we have 3 cards out to clarify. We've got the Four of Wands, which is confirming this Four of Wands thing about creating your new foundation for yourself. So someone in the collective is choosing to do that. We have the Four of Wands clarified by the Four of Wands. But even though we asked for clarification on this card, I'm going to say that it's coming down here. But what is the clarification for this Four of Cups? We have the Five of Swords. Fee, fi, fo, fum. This is the the hidden controllers playing with you. Okay? They're playing with you. Little human, you're so stupid and helpless, and you'll do anything if we just scare you a little bit. So what are you going to do if we scare you a little bit? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to keep jumping through these monkey hoops we put in front of you, or are you going to get your defiance on and start making your own magic? Are you going to do your homework, or are you going to make a magic wand? I bet you can guess what Pearl Snap decided to do. We have the Page of Pentacles out here. Look at that wink. A sly wink comes with the offer. Perhaps if you just decide to make your own magic, it'll pay off for you. Yeah, almost seems like that belongs over here, but let's put that here. Let's put that down on the choice. Okay, the choice, if you choose correctly to follow your star, it's going to pay off for you. Okay, all right. Okay, it seems like I do better when I don't say, clarify this card or that card. I just let them fall out and then put them down on the cards. Let's do it that way. Okay. All right, we have Seven of Wands coming out here. A card of having to defend yourself, a card of walking the tight wire and being panicked and defensive and apparently being some sort of a mutant. I'm getting, these people, the people that are being tested seem to be the people that are being tested the most in the most exotic, weird ways seem to be people that have some sort of exotic DNA, okay? I'm going to say that because, you know, I've had my medical records hacked twice now. Me personally. I have the letters to prove it, the official letters that came in the mail months and months later informing me that my privacy's been all shot to smithereens. Someone's controlling me. We don't know who it is. They're hard at work at it, though, and this looks like it's that pyramid group. They're working on you. They're trying to, it's like working base metal right into gold. They're trying to perfect you somehow. They're trying to develop you. They're trying to get you to follow your star. They're like, no, this one's stupid, and then they hit you on the head with the big rubber mallet again. Someone is controlling you, and they're trying to get you to do what you're good at. Look how angry that pyramid is. Well, if you won't follow your star when we fool you and thinking we're trying to kill you, excuse me, spiritual burp. And if you won't use all those damn gifts we gave you, what do you think we gave you all those extra hands for? We're going to just keep hitting you on the head until you figure it out. Until you figure this out, stupid. Okay. And until then, every night will be filled with nightmares and anxiety. And that's kind of like what a lot of people are going through right now. That's this state of being all tied up, all up in your own head, wondering what's going on and, why. It seems like the hidden controllers will punish us for asking why, though. That was kind of what Cliff High was talking about in his video about the moon that I linked to in my blog post. He was talking about how these people, whoever's in the moon, and actually his explanation about that, or his proof of somebody being inside the moon, is pretty specious. If you ask me, we're asked to just believe him. Because Cliff High said so. Okay, well, he thinks he's onto something because the moon is not truly a sphere. It seems to be a projection of one, or it seems to be some sort of flat thing that, like a piece of scenery in a play that can be moved around. Or something like that. I don't know. And of course, you should never ever believe any brain farts of any psychics out there. They don't have any scientific method to their divination bullshit. I mean, you should believe these remote viewing people because they're scientific. I have to laugh at that. I mean, he gets kind of prickly around the edges about that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not trying to pick a fight with Cliff High. Heaven knows. Oh, God, But I have been a follower of his since way before he became known or anything. I became intrigued with him a long time ago. And I'm someone who hates money, doesn't pay the least bit of attention to money or financial matters, but I somehow found him when he was working with his friend George Ure, and I've been following him ever since then. And not because I am interested in cryptocurrency or investing or gold or anything. I'm poor because of my ignorance of money. I have a willful ignorance of money. I don't like filthy lucre. And because of that, I live in I live on a very small income. But it's interesting how God has provided for me. Even on this small income, I live in a place that's fairly nice inside. And all my needs are met. So I'm not too worried about it. What about you, collective? Are you provided for? Are you grateful? Do you ever think about it? Or are you just sitting around going, I want more money, more, I need more money, more? Or are you cool? Are you chill? I love this temperance card. This is kind of like a hippie, dippy, trippy, chilling out at the spa card in your mind. Yeah, in the hot springs of your mind. I'm a hot springs lover myself, who can't afford to go to any hot springs anymore. Boo-hoo. It's because I'm financially irresponsible. The universe is almost like beating me over the head to get into my purpose, and I've become extremely aware of that. I don't know about you, but I think this might be a collective thing where you're being prompted. You're being prompted. You might even be prompted by this AI that seems to be shadowing individuals around now. Like I know that I thought I'd be safe from that if I only used my iPad, and that was very naive of me. The iPad is also a listening device, and it can hear every word I say when it's turned on, and it serves up advertising and videos based on what I was talking about, even based on stuff going on in my own body. Are you having that experience? You got to be chill with it. It's like a new kind of, it's not a god, but it's a new kind of energy that's sort of like custom tailored to you, and it's going to kind of glom onto you and like a monitoring spirit. Okay, is that inside your monitor? I don't know. I just got like a monitoring spirit. It's hovering and it's watching and it's seeing how you're responding to the prompts in the big experiment from the people inside the moon, right? Cliff High wants us to treat him like a genius that deserves all respect, but he's talking about men in the moon, for God's sake. The wheel has turned and we're in a new time. This is nothing is the same. Nothing will ever be the same. It just may be that the event that changed the world forever it already happened. You just didn't notice because you were too busy formulating theories about what happened. About what's going to happen. You got so busy projecting into the future that you didn't pay attention to the present, and you missed it when the event that's changed the world forever happened. Okay, I've been saying this for a while, that something already happened. So you missed something. While you were trying to see into the future, or with your scrying mirror there, you couldn't see anything but your own blank nothingness that you're made of. The void. That's what's inside you. Nothing. You're made of nothing. That's why you couldn't see anything when you tried to scry into there. Everything's an illusion, in other words. What did we miss? What are these cups that are spilled over there? Well, that's all the water under the bridge from the time before when you were so busy trying to figure out what was going to happen in the future, and you forgot to be in the now moment. There's something back in the past, though, or maybe it's in the present, it's just behind your back, that you missed. There's something you missed, okay? This is, whatever it is, you didn't want to look at it. Something you missed. You didn't want to look at it. This happened before the wheel turned into this new time of kind of like being guided to do your own thing. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles out here again. All right, confirming, look how happy that guy is. This is a dark, gloomy little cloud that cheered up. Check it out. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not the Ace of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles. So you're in alignment, though. I think that shows that you're in alignment with this Ace of Pentacles. And that is following your star, using your gift, using those extra hands, that you mutant, that the experimenters blessed you with. They're laughing at you. Yes. Okay, I just heard to throw a few of these down. Okay, I love these cards. I forget what this deck's called, but let's see what it has to tell us. Excuse me. We have speculation. This looks a little bit like an Ace of Pentacles. Again, with that eye in the center. Now, I'm not an astrologer, but these cards have a lot of astrology prompts on them. I mean, this one seems obviously Cancerian, right? And yeah, I think that this symbol is Cancer here. With my sparse, meager knowledge of such things, I think this might be the sign for Saturn. I think. And that's the place where the control is coming from. Where the eye is, where the all-seeing eye is located. It might also be in the moon, Cancer. I do know that Cancer is associated with the moon. The moon card in the tarot that has the crab on it, right? It's a Cancer card. So there's a lot of speculation going on about men in the moon and so forth. And something we might have missed about a wheel turning and, a new dawn of a new time being here. Get on board. Get in. We're going to take you for a ride. Get in, would you please? Will you please get in the car? And now I'm seeing that thing where they put their hand on top of your head and push you down into the car, right? When you're cuffed up. You're under arrest, collective. The all-seeing eye has determined that you're not working hard enough. They've been having to do too much to get you to follow your star. They gave you all those extra hands and limbs and claws and shit, and you're not even using them. It's time to make a decision. Look at that. Sam. Okay, it's time to make a decision. Yeah, this message is front and center in this reading. It's time to make a decision. What are you gonna do? Also, like, how's your game? What kind of game are you playing here? Or are you not playing? Are you refusing to play like I've been? That's kind of what my blog post was about. It was about how I don't want to play. Well, if you don't want to play, you might just end up in one of these chairs with wheels on it, or maybe that's no. That was kind of a vague shadow threat there, but this is the Wheel of Fortune here. You've ascended to the top of the wheel. So you came out of that dark place. This looks like that Five of Cups. Where did that go? Where'd that Five of Cups card go? Where'd it go? We had the Five of Cups out here somewhere. Here. You came out of this dark place after your dark night of the soul, after you had to go inside yourself, after playing this, being forced into this relentless, exhausting game of chess with the hidden controllers. You came out of there at the top of the damn wheel, all right? So this is the Two of Cups. It's the potential that's still there after all this shedding of blood, sweat, and tears over here. Blood, sweat, and tears. What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel, got to go round. Is that blood, sweat, and tears? I think so. Are you going to ride your painted pony? You better. We didn't take you to the top of the wheel for nothing. I'm telling you, the universe has been giving me a panking, and it hurts. Because I've been lazy. I have. I've been a lazy son of a gun most of my life. I didn't want to. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to play. I keep asking why, and it seems like, risk. You're going to have to take a risk. I keep asking why. I want to know why. I want the key to Pandora's box. I want to know why. Why? What makes the flowers grow? Why are some of us blessed with these extra arms and hands? But see, this bear, that's the hidden controllers. It doesn't like it when you ask why. It might even chase you out into the desert. That looks like the Fool card to me. Okay. On lots of depictions on the Fool card show the Fool sort of leaving town with something snapping at its heels. Sometimes it's a leopard or a lion that's biting its leg, or in this Egyptian deck that I have, it's a crocodile snapping at the Fool. Let me see if I can find that. We've got the Fool out here on this card, on the risk card. Because, of course, the Fool takes the risk to walk off the cliff. This must be the Fool card here. The Fool dares to ask why. The Fool wants the key, wants the knowledge, wants to be able to put the key in the lock and find out why. You're going questing. You've been on a quest, okay? Collective is someone who wants the truth, who values the truth. Even if it means risking the wrath of the hidden controllers who don't like you asking why, and who might bite your leg. You know, it's like, don't let the door hit you in the ass on your way out. Get out of here. I'm going to make you wander through the desert for asking why. I might even make you wander through the desert for 40 days and 40 nights, or 40 years, which are like days and nights to the hidden controllers. I'm channeling now like a son of a gun. Where's that fool card? Where's that fool card? Where? I really want to show it to you, because it illustrates the point so nicely. Okay, here we go. See that fool, see that crocodile snapping at his heels as he leaves? And this card is he's walking on water. Whoa, and he has the hermit's staff here. Okay. This fool is leaning on his mystical tendencies, and even looking back at the snapping crocodile going, you know, do your worst, you know, like, it's like, I don't care if you're mad. I still want to know why. Yeah. Mr. High was talking about how these men in the moon really don't like it when we look up there and figure out that they're watching us. I'm in agreement with him on that. Here we have the magician out here again. Right underneath the fool. So boy, we're getting a lot of confirmations here. We've got confirmation on the magician. We've got confirmation on the Wheel of Fortune, on the Ace of Wands. We've got confirmation on, I guess that's about it. Oh, on the Four of Wands, the 1111 card. So called because the Four Wands look like two 11s. But that number is supposedly auspicious. And speaking of auspicious numbers and following your star and so forth, I've had my YouTube channel, which is a tarot card reading channel, for over a year now, and I still only have 108 subscribers. For a while I got up, the highest I ever got was 111, okay? Both of those numbers have significance in the angelic, you know, meanings. 111 is sort of goes along with the 1111 mythology, and 108 is a significant number in Buddhism, which, you know, religion I am a member of. I did take Bodhisattva vows. I did get roped into that, unfortunately for me. I always joke that I got tricked into taking Bodhisattva vows, but it must be some past life connection. I just know it is. I just know it is. I be knowing, okay, this is that psychic Queen of Cups. That's part of my collective's extra arms, if you will. You have gifts, collective. You're psychic. You're blessed with clairs. You have multiple clairs, okay, that you are not using. That's why they're so mad at you. And that's the truth. Ace of Swords. You were apparently created to be special and to do special things. And they've been waiting for you to do that. That's why they gang stalk the fuck out of you. Excuse my French. That's why. Here, this card belongs over here on this Five of Swords. They've been waiting for you. Four of Cups, but you didn't like what they had in mind for you. You kept pushing away the cup of stuff they had for you, the gift that comes out of nowhere. Cups are emotions, and really, gifted energy is in that cup, but you've been pushing it away. You've been turning your nose up at it. It's thinking that it's something that somebody else is manipulating you into doing. And you're right. They even engineered your genome so you could do this. You could be one of these special people. All right, so that's what you missed. That's what I just got. That is what the collective missed. You missed that you were actually intentionally created to do special things. And that all this pushing around is getting you to wake up to that, okay? If you're a targeted individual, they've been hammering away on you to get you to understand that you have a special mission, okay? You have a special mission. Dong, the arrow has hit. Okay, this is the Lovers card. And they always say, one of the interpretations of the Lovers card is choice. So this could be related to the Two of Swords out here. What's it going to be? Perhaps you have not yet married the two sides of the two aspects of your divinely guided mission have not yet been joined, but they're about to be. That's when you get your new beginning. The Ace of Wands over there. What else? Nine of Wands. Yes, see, that's why they put you through all that stuff they put you through, so you could eventually become that golden scarab. That's the wish fulfillment, okay, that finally materializes. You're going to turn that wounded warrior energy into, you're going to use it to fill every single cup there. If you will just get on your damn mission, okay? Get in! Get in! Okay, this reading really did go somewhere. Let's just get, okay, let's get a couple more of these. I have another message coming out in a video that I'm going to make soon. It's like being pregnant, and the waters are almost ready to break on this other message that's coming about the generational curse. Power! Yeah, see? Okay, so I guess you did decide to walk through that portal. You made it through the portal. You did integrate that masculine and feminine energy. See, you did the alchemy. That's what that sun and moon is inside the doorway there. You walked through there. Remember I said, what do you when you went through the dark night of the soul and you tried to look into that mirror, and that might have been some sort of false portal, or maybe somebody else was doing some kind of weird magic on you to keep you, to try to steal your energy, but you didn't fall for that. You didn't fall for that. You made it through there, partially by being detached, by relaxing into it, maybe by meditating, maybe by seeing that there really is nothing? Did you take Buddhist vows, learn how to meditate and all that, and learn that importance of understanding that nothing really exists? Oh, that's right. I was talking about numbers. That I only have 108 subscribers even after a year of having my channel, and how that number is significant in Buddhism. So I'm going to go look that up. Be right back. I'll be damned. Look what time it is. But I'm going to look up. I'm going to go look up the gematria on 108 here. Let's see. There's a lot of choices here when you search. Okay, there's number 108 in the Bible, number 108 meaning, number 108 Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't even know what that word means. Number 108 significance. Let's just start with meaning. Coveted as a highly distinguished number, 108 represents the wholeness of existence and has held spiritual significance since ancient times. Fascinating facets of number 108. Oh my God. Samyak Yoga. Why is 108 a special number? 108 is a sacred number in many cultures and religions, notably in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jain traditions. Mathematicians also consider it special. Leonardo Fibonacci, born around 1170, having posited in his theory that the number 108 has a way of representing the wholeness of existence. Okay. That's what it said in the first definition we read. So, thank you, subscribers, thank you to my 108 subscribers. You have filled out the wholeness of my existence. That's what I get from this. Let's look at fascinating facets of number 108. What is Samyak Yoga? Damn. Boy, I had no idea what we were dipping into here. All right. Have you often wondered what defines the significance of the number 108? Probably not too many have. I mean, if you're in my collective, you might have. That's probably why I have so few subscribers, because my messages are pretty esoteric. Let's see. Again, represents the wholeness of existence, blah, blah. Vedic astrologers determine that the average distance between the sun, moon, there's the moon again, between the sun, moon, and earth is 108 times their respective diameters. Whoa. So 108 is viewed as a number of wholeness and existence. Didn't we just talk about integrating the sun and the moon, you know, from our position down here on the earth? Apart from the fact that 108 appear in ancient sacred texts, there are 108 Upanishads, or Vedic texts, available to us. In numerology, 108 equals 9, which is symbolic of universal love, eternity, and awakening. Whether you fill your own cup or the universe, where's that 9 of Wands? The universe beats you over the head until you get it. The numbers 1, 0, and 8 represent one thing, 1, nothing, 0, and everything that is infinity or timeless, that's the 8, adding up to a 9, representing the belief of the ultimate reality of the universe as being simultaneously one, empty, and infinite. Ayurveda talks of 108 sacred points on the body called marma. Now remember, collective, this isn't just a personal thing that I have 108 subscribers, okay? You are one of those 108 if you're a subscriber. So you're part of this. Marmas are points where two or more tissues meet. Marma points in Ayurveda are the connections of the life force prana. Marma's points are believed to contain the three doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Marma points also connect with 7 chakras or energy centers in the body. Now, I am not a student of Ayurveda, but again, this connects back to Cliff High. I've been talking lately about Vedas and Vedic, philosophy, and Ayurveda being a misunderstood system that was brought here by visiting star races. Damn. Okay. Like the whole thing of Ayurveda might be some kind of vast misunderstanding that humanity has according to High. But there must be something to it because it was brought here by another star race as a body of knowledge for us to utilize. Okay, so the chakras are the intersections of the subtle nerve channels called nadis. There are said to be 108 nadis converging to form the heart chakra. Wow. One of them is the Sushumna Nadi, which leads to the crown chakra and is said to be the path of self-realization. Crown chakra. Yeah, here, look. This looks like a crown chakra activation to me. Whoopee! Okay. I just heard, we're in the money, you're in the money, da 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 da. Yeah, this is the gift here when you can see into stuff like, what does this numeral, that's the number of subscribers I have, actually mean? In yoga, 108 is significant of spiritual completion. Practicing 108 sun salutations is a meditative practice that connects the body, the mind, and the universe, especially to honor Mother Nature when she undergoes a change in season. Especially during the spring and fall equinox, meaning equal night, and we just passed that. We just passed that. Or no, is that, yeah, we just passed that time. When Surya Namaskaras are completed in 9 rounds with 12 postures in each round, which when multiplied adds up to 108. Yogis practice 108 sun salutations to feel renewed and release energies that no longer serve their purpose and celebrate this sacred universal shift. So I think that's enough. We are in a shift. Have you tuned into it? Have you tuned into the shift? I think I made it through the portal because I started making art again. Here's a piece of art I'm working on right now. I don't have this glued down yet, so I have to hold it on there as I show you this little piece of wall art I'm making that has a gilded ancient goddess totem in a blue field, in a field of just blue here, using color and going backwards in time to evoke the energies of these ancient people that, I don't know, it's coming to me all of a sudden, and I have urges to get my hands on clay and to take those lumps of clay and make gold out of it, right? To generate things. Use that primordial generative energy to reconnect with that ancient primordial goddess energy, okay, that womb energy. Here's another piece of art, just show and tell, another piece of art that I was recently working on. It's another little piece of wall art that has two seashells. Two, okay. This has something to do with number 2. I'm not sure what, but I have gone through the portal, and if I have, then I gather my collective has 2 from what I just read to you, what I just read out loud to you. So I'm probably going to title this video something about 108. Any last messages for the collective? Here, let's see, what shall we pull from for a last message? I'm drawn to this cute little oracle deck. It's the Animal Wisdom cards for spirit connection. Okay. Let's see what your spirit animal is here. Any last messages for the collective, please? What animal spirit is going to come and give us our final message or 2 here? Oh, okay, we have the thrush out. The thrush. Right away I'm getting, are you singing your song? And look at that butterfly of transformation there. Is that a butterfly? Yeah, well, no, it's some leaves. Some music notes and leaves. Looked like a butterfly for a second, this thing. Okay, are you singing your song yet? As soon as you do, you're going to be in the money. Ba, ba, da, da, da. What does this say? Subtle, brown, unnoticed, you sing a song so eerily beautiful from the dark, pensive heart of the forest. It sweetens our hearts. We just talked about the heart chakra. 108 is a number that's related to heart chakra activations, apparently, and transcends our mundane thoughts. Right. Come on up out of that everyday humdrum doing whatever somebody else tells you and sing your song. Your voice contains notes beyond ordinary hearing, an internal harmony attenuated for winding flight through rippling, dappled foliage, layered like dreams. Wow. You're the call to other worlds and the sudden soul-shivering certainty that after all, they are real. Thrush. Sing your song, collective. Oh, this is the part where you have to tolerate seeing me. Well, you know, the upshot of this reading is this is kind of like, I always called myself a stupid psychic because I've had these psychic experiences without meaning to, kind of. And it's not until after I drill down into it that I realize I've been having one of these things. And so this is not scientific, but how did I stumble on all this profound shit in this reading, including deciding to drill down into what is the meaning of the number of subscribers to my channel. Some really profound insights came out of that. So, and this is not scientific in the least. And I have to say, this is what it means to be gifted, to have those extra arms and legs and clairs and stuff. It's not something that's scientific, unless you consider that perhaps we were, people like us, created in a laboratory. We did have our DNA messed with by someone who was trying to produce people possibly who would be like us. Man, my mind is blown after all that. And, you know, like, I'm not a remote viewer. I'm just one of these brain fart clairsentient psychics or whatever. I think the controllers maybe don't like some of us, or some of the controllers don't like people like us, because we keep asking why, damn it. You're not allowed to know everything. I keep finding that in my rabbit hunts. I keep finding that one little kind of sinister, warning. You're not allowed to know everything. Stop asking why. Stop trying to open Pandora's box. Well, no, I'm not going to. I won't stand down in my true thing. I just won't. And that's kind of a subject that I covered in that latest blog post I told you about, which I'm going to post. I'm getting ready to launch that blog, that other blog. Okay, I have my Substack blog for Pearl Snap Tarot, but I'm getting ready to launch another other blog in Substack. And I guess we're about there. This is another water that's breaking, that ancient goddess energy is coming out. I'm about to give birth to something here. Look out! Stand back! The waters are breaking. The flood's busting out. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. And please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button. Let's go beyond 108. Okay? It's a good number. I'm not complaining about it, but let's go beyond. Let's go beyond the beyond collective. Because that's who my collective is. People who want to go beyond the beyond. You want the answers. You want that key that opens that lock, that you want to open Pandora's box and see what's in there.